a question for the two of you. Do you know when KCCA was established?
KCC or KCCA?
KCCA.
It used to be KCC.
Yes, I'm talking about KCCA, the one that came with Auntie Jennifer.
Kampala Capital City Authority.
Okay, roughly, how long do you think?
Kampala City Council, right?
Kampala City Council. How long do you think it's been alive? Roughly, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years,
Maybe
10 or less.
8 years or so.
12 this year. 12. 2011 is when it was established.
Whoa.
And since then, we have had how many EDs?
3, 2?
1 in acting,
Yes.
but officially 2.
Yes. The first
And
was
both ladies.
Both ladies.
the first was Jennifer Musisi.
Jennifer C, now Dorothy Chitaka. Of course, majority of the tenure was done by Jenny from the block. Dorothy has just started. In your opinion, do you think that Dorothy will live up to the big shoes of Jennifer? I'm assuming that we all agree Jennifer did a good job.
She did. We may not have agreed with everything, but to a larger extent, she did a good job.
She did a lot what the mayors previously, because that was their job, failed to do. Are we in agreement?
I mean,
there?
as executive director, she stepped on a lot of toes and actually got the job done
in the process.
In the process.
Yeah, but so we agree to a large extent that she did a good job.
Yes, and she told us married women not to sleep with clothes on.
Then she did an excellent job.
Shut up, please, you remember that?
Excellent.
I mean, if you think about it, her job was to beautify and make Kampala an attractive,
Functional,
organized, functioning
city.
Yes.
Capital city.
capital city.
Not just a city. Capital
Yes,
city.
yes.
Now, in comes Dorothy with big shoes to fit, not as media friendly, should I say, as Jennifer. I think I could count the number of interviews Ms. Chitaka has been in. But now it seems like she has finally managed to get things moving because the state of roads in Kampala had become appalling, to say the least.
I beg to differ on one thing. She seems to be getting the job done. Why did it get to the state that it's in? How do you allow the roads of Kampala, of the capital city of Uganda, to get to the state that they were in? That shows me that something was missing. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Was it money? Was it poor management?
According to her, it was money. And she says, now that I have the money, which she has gotten from Africa Development Bank, things are going to move.
And also they had to undo a lot of damage that was done, even before Jennifer. The city wasn't as well planned out.
From day one.
Yes, there were road reserves, but someone's house would be past the road reserve and nothing is done about it. There'd be trenches, suddenly people fill the trenches with silt, nothing is done about it. So they're undoing a lot of damage.
That was done in
to do their
KCC.
job. Yes. So
they
on top
released...
of fixing what's there now, they have to undo a lot of what was done already.
So, I mean, she has an uphill task for herself. She released a list of roads that are going to be done in Kampala after getting funding from ADB. 1 trillion shilling funding.
1 trillion.
Yeah, $288 million.
Wow.
And the list is here. I'm going to read it for you.
Of roads that they're going to work on?
That they're going to work on.
Is it all the potholed roads? Do we have a road without potholes is the real question.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Every
Which
road
one?
is potholed, Marcus.
Apart from the expressway.
I was going to say the expressway. But the new roads, the Ring Road, the Kulambiro Road is not potholed, is it? No.
Stretcher.
I don't know about Stretcher, but that
Stretcher is still good.
the new road of Nakawa. Is that the Stretcher Road? That goes from Nakawa
Yes.
all the way to Ntinda.
Yes, that's Stretcher.
That's Stretcher. That goes all the way in. Even those new roads inside.
But you see,
village,
the fact is,
The feeder roads.
the feeder roads are not.
there
Some
are
of them have
okay, let me
potholes,
put it this way.
Some of them.
Let me put it this way. There are more potholed roads than those which are not potholed.
That's
Is that fair enough
Yes.
to say?
Possibly.
Give us that list.
It's a long list. It's 31 roads.
Oh, okay.
Totaling 69 kilometers.
69.
69.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. 69.
Mwena mulinga. Where is Wamala Road? It's in Rubaga. Okay, Rubaga Division. I don't know what it is. To start in Feb.
So what are they doing now then?
Apparently, there's some small patchwork going on.
So this is just patchwork. They're putting rubber band, plasticine.
Plasticine,
But isn't patchwork part of the problem?
Thank
Because
you.
they're going to spend money to patch a road that they intend to fix.
I don't know if they're patching roads that they intend to fix.
That's what they said. I remember she actually said, for now, we are just doing some temporary work to fix as if.
Why?
Yes.
That's spending money. Just keep that money, add it
Fix
to the
the
one,
things.
and fix the problem. Because now you keep filling these patches, they're going to get
Yes.
better.
You saw what the rainy season did to our roads. And you let it happen. You watched it happen. You know, I started calling Kampala the pothole capital of the world.
you're
And
not
she
wrong.
denied.
She denies it.
Yeah, it's not. I agree with that.
She said we are not the most
It's not the
pothole.
most pothole capital.
Okay, which one is that?
Congo, DRC, any city you pick. Any.
But Congo is a different story altogether. It's a
When you
different-
say
it's a
most
different-
pothole capital of the world, even you could choose.
No,
one.
but you see, because
You say we are one
No,
of,
no, no,
or
okay,
we are in the
okay.
top 10.
Okay.
We're
We're-
badly off.
Yeah, we are badly.
Okay, let me
yes.
define it. We're the most potholed capital city with a functioning real government and all those things.
Zanzibar, more potholed than us.
Okay, again I go. We're the most potholed capital with the country whose name begins with U.
And imagine the
There's a city in
roads are
Uruguay
messed
that
up.
is.
Ukraine.
I bet
Ukraine now has more
messed up.
potholes than us.
I bet even Ukraine is messed
Yeah.
up right
Then you're going to
now.
say, there's not with you that has not been in a war for 30 years. So anyway, there's a full list and we're going to show it. And most of them, the roadwork start in Feb, except for Chitezi Road, Chisasi 2 Road, Chevando Ring Road. Those are for September. Port Bell Road, sir, unfortunately, the road that brings us here to Shisanyama is also slated for September. So yeah,
And it's
we're going
very
to.
badly.
It's terrible. This road that brings us here is so bad. Everything else starts in Feb. Bulange Junction, Chigala Road, Muzito Road, Mugema Road, Masiro Road, Sentama Road, Sentema Road, Kasubi Northern Bypass, Kabega Road, Kayemba Road, Suna 1, Suna 2, Kawaragara Junction, Zambia, Hunton, Salama Road, Ruwafu, Old Port Bell. Hey, Old Port Bell, it might solve because that one is all the way to Port Bell. So it might work. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Those roads are horrendous in industrial area.
Those aren't even roads.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm also wondering.
So Apollo Kagwa, Queensway,
All of them starting construction at the same time. Aren't we looking at a traffic crisis?
So I asked the PRO, my good friend, how is it that all of you have decided, you guys have decided to start all the roads at the same time? What's that going to do for traffic in the city?
Oh my God.
He told me, I told him, I hope that in your plans, some of these roads, works will be happening at night. He said, that is actually in the contract. If the place that's being worked on is not a residential area, contractually you're supposed to work at night. In residential areas, because it makes noise for the residents, they'll be working during the day. Either way, we are screwed. Traffic-wise.
Because Feb is when schools open.
Oh my God.
Then half the road is finished.
Oh,
Walk to work.
And then
Walk to work. Guy, we're starting our thing.
Boda service.
No, your bike. I'm going to
My
get
bike.
one, yeah.
And then throw on top
This
of
is a midlife crisis.
it is. On top of that,
Between the two of you, you want to buy motorcycles?
This one already has, but I'm going to get one because how else shall we get to work?
Muweka bana.
you say you're going to start working the roads at the same time. Children are going back to school in February. On top of that, you have entitled people on VIP cars driving on the wrong side.
Yes.
Which wrong side now are they going to drive? There's no one entitled
There's
anymore.
going to be one
You
lane.
can't be on the wrong side, they're tarmacking. You're all on one lane. There's nowhere to
either
go.
way.
You go on the pavement.
Either
okay.
way. And that's what they'll do because they're so entitled. Wee woo. They'll squash you off the road that doesn't exist so that they can pass.
That one won't work.
Watch this
It
space.
won't work.
Watch this space.
We're screwed.
We're screwed.
So screwed.
What kills me is that the executive director said, we have identified all the potholes.
How? Are they naming them? There is Wamara.
But I know the potholes that are in industrial area, all of them. Because I use that road every day. I know I can drive on that thing like this and I know where the potholes are.
Do you know every
In industrial
evening
area.
a pothole gives birth to another one?
I'm actually convinced there are guys who wake up at night to dig.
There's a Mickey Mouse looking pothole. That one is deliberate. The one that has the Mickey Mouse shape. It has his ears and everything. That one was deliberate.
But you know, this is the capital city. Do you know what it does for the economy of the country just because you have bad roads?
The amount of time we lose in
Do you
traffic.
understand? And then some of the potholes were filled up with what? With rocks. They've now become from potholes to
As if
molders.
makeshift hump.
Yes.
Just there.
And then on top of that, then you say, okay, let's kind of patch it up. What do you put? Maram. It rains. What happens?
Washes
Deeper.
away.
Oh my God. The thinking that these people have.
So
lack thereof.
Lack thereof.
aren't you happy that it's being worked on?
Not the temporary work.
Yeah, not the
I
temporary
feel
work.
like that's very...
The full work. In fact, they said that you've been to the stretcher road. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's
They
very
said
good.
all roads will be stretcher standard.
We will
The
believe it
Kulambiro
when
Ring
we
Road.
see it.
Wider, more organized, street lights, drainage. You've seen that stretcher road, how it is
It's
organized.
very good. It's
Traffic
very
lights, the
good.
works. All the roads I have mentioned will be like
But
that.
then
That's the standard.
when do they anticipate to finish these works?
36 months.
It's a lie.
So for 3 years we're screwed.
No, it's 2 years.
It
36.
is.
It's like 3 years.
Marcus, let me tell you why this is a lie.
24 is 2 years.
Yeah, 12 plus 12 is 24,
Yeah,
24 plus.
yeah.
then
So,
the
yeah,
rest
so
makes
before the
2
elections.
two and something years.
Before the elections.
My point is this.
Hey.
There was a time there was a road near industrial area that was being done. And they started it right around the beginning of COVID with the shutdown. And we thought, okay, during COVID, it will be done quickly. My God. It took 1.5 years for a simple stretch. Now you're telling me all the
John
roads.
Babi House was no potholes.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Sorry, I just remembered.
So you're telling me all of these 69 roads, these 69 roads, of
31.
31 roads of 69 kilometers
Yeah.
are going to be done in those. It's a lie.
In 3 years.
It's not true. It's not going to happen.
How much?
69,000.
I thought you were going to say 69 rounds of beer.
Okay, let me understand this. The executive director said one of the problems that leads to the potholes is because people are building in wetlands. As a result of which the water has got no way, the drainage is terrible, water ends up being
Onto the road.
onto the road, which creates a lot of these problems. So this is
That's problem number one.
It's another problem that they're going to identify.
Problem number two is the things that mess up our drainage is the things that Ugandans have refused to give up, which is
Buvera.
Buvera.
And single-use plastics.
And
Chupa.
chupa, those mess up our drainage.
Yeah.
Water comes back onto the roads, messes the roads. And please note, when it rains in Uganda, you know it rains for days. Like you saw what happened from, was it late September till almost end of December. It was raining almost every day.
Yeah.
So if you haven't figured out the drainage properly, and if the drainage isn't flowing smoothly, which
There's
means
no
there are no
point.
plastics to block it, everything you did on that road is wasted. What would have lasted 20 years as a road is going to last 5.
Yeah.
But Marcus, they saw the potholes coming. They did nothing. Yes, you had no money, but you did nothing.
You know, one of the biggest things that the executive director of UNRWA said that we fail when planning for roads is we plan for the construction of the roads, but there's no budget put aside for maintenance.
It's like buying a car and you don't have money for
Yeah, you have no money
For
for petrol, you have no
service.
money for service. And this is the biggest mistake we make. And she said it. She said, from the time I took over this office in UNRWA, I found that was our biggest problem. Because roads were done, then you say, okay, so where's the money for maintenance? So you see what they're
And
doing
there's
now on
nothing.
Entebbe Expressway? If you drive on that road, every other day you would see guys working. And you wonder what they're doing, but they're maintaining the road. And there's a budget put aside for it at the moment it was being issued.
I know it's also at our expense because
Yes.
of that toll fee.
Yeah, which is
Should
fine, but
they
you see, you're
then
planned
should-
for it.
Should they put tolls on all these roads that they're going to do?
No, this one is...
Because that would be too expensive to move in the city.
No, but in the 1 trillion, there's maintenance fee on it.
Okay.
So we are good.
I had some friends
Assuming
here.
they don't eat it.
Assuming they don't eat
Inshallah.
it. I had some friends here over the Christmas period. One from South Africa, and then my brother came in from the US. And my friend from South
You
Africa.
should have taken them to other parts of the country, not Kampala.
No, I didn't have
Tell
to.
them to come back in 3 years. Even you.
No.
Learn how to market your country properly.
If there's one person who markets Uganda, it's Gaetano.
Never. You market well following. Kambuza bari kuse. When has Gaetano ever said something nice about Uganda? Thank you. I rest my case.
No
Although you
one-
market to who? You market
No
to
one complains.
You market to your niece.
More than Gaetano Kagwa.
Which is good. I want you to complain. It's right to complain.
It's right to
It's
complain.
well within your
You
right.
see, the thing
But then
is-
don't go saying
But
that.
don't just complain.
you see,
Don't just complain.
When it's your job to do something, I shouldn't have to be there praising you. It's your job to do it. It's when you fuck up. It's when you mess up that I'm also going to make noise.
But also when they do something right, you make some noise also.
In the same breath, with the same energy and the same zeal.
Okay, fine. But now let's concentrate on what they messed up. These guys came from outside countries, and one of them said, the guy from South Africa said, our roads in South Africa are really bad. They're bad. Then I drove him around Kampala, and he said, you know what? Having seen the roads in Kampala, I am very happy with our roads in South Africa. It changed his perspective. He said, this is a joke. My brother, who came in, is like, oh my goodness. He said, Kampala is like this. It's almost like a slum. The whole of Kampala is a slum.
Not all of it.
Not all of it, guaranteed.
We
Yes.
disagree with him. Let him come back in 3 years.
3 years.
Only. When the flyover is done, the roads are done. Kampala. Bring back those cousins and friends of yours in 3 years.
In 3 years. Hopefully.
3 years
Hopefully.
is all I ask. 3 years.
Hopefully.
Me, I'm optimistic.
That expressway took how long to build?
It was over wetlands, madam.
But what time did they give us and what time did they deliver in?
They delivered late.
Meanwhile,
But isn't it nice? And isn't it
Lord
working?
Mayor said that for every kilometer, the inflated price to do the roads is ridiculous.
Cost per kilometer.
Cost per kilometer of road is outrageous and disgusting.
If
What's the Lord Mayor's job?
we curate,
Hey, you can reach
It's
it.
4.9 billion. I already did it.
You did.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Are they paving the road
Can
with
you imagine?
gold?
So you've got a road
The
being
Lord
fixed.
Mayor's job.
Hold on. Thank you for fixing the roads. But now you've inflated the price for fixing the roads, coming out of
Let
whose
me
pocket
see.
again? Gwenange Noyo.
So us anyway, we are happy that the roads are going to be done. We thank the Africa Development Bank for giving us that money.
And these are questions.
These are new roads, sure. We're Fugenawe. I told you the example is stretcher.
You said it was how much?
4.9. No, it's 1.4.
1.4 billion.
Okay.
Huh?
Kilometer. According to
It's ridiculous.
The
If
mathematics.
his maths is right, if Lord Mayor's maths is right, again, we're being shafted
but
without Vaseline.
But remember, that includes street lights, drainage, walkways, and a new road.
Do
not
they
patchwork.
also charge electric cars, these roads that they're giving us?
No. I don't know the cost of bitumen today, but it's a new road. It's not patchwork.
Okay.
So I don't know what your average cost of doing drainage, street lights, a new road, and walkways
It would
costs
not be
globally.
Are they-
1.4 billion for 1,000 meters.
Yeah, but you see, this is money that was audited by African Development Bank.
Oh,
They wouldn't have okayed it
Did
if
they-
it was
did-
magnanimous.
Marcus,
Maybe
did,
there
did
was
they
a
put in
kickback.
that? Did they put in that budget of your list for each? Did they put facilitation? You know how guys like to facilitate themselves.
There was no
Obviously,
facilitation.
there's
Obviously, the guys are going to
facilitation.
facilitate that money in their pockets.
That money is going to do its job. All of it.
Oh, Marcus. Marcus, you're
And
such
I don't work for
you,
KCCA.
You are such an optimist.
Yes, and I choose to be.
And a devil's advocate.
And I've come to peace with it.
You are a blind optimist. Yes, you
There's
are.
nothing blind about my optimism.
Okay, you're a devil's advocate.
You're just a
Maybe
devil.
that. It's just a devil.
You know, she went on to say, okay, Uganda or Kampala is not the most potholed city in the world. She even went on to say, and I quote, stop sending me pictures of the potholes in Kampala on social media.
We know where they are.
We know where they are. Because I guess people have been sending and sending.
And I'm glad they did that. I'm really glad that they did that because I think if she was relaxed to the idea that, maybe she now put zeal in trying to find this money and now she got the money and now we're going to have fixed roads. Imagine we would be here talking about the potholes with no answer to our problem. We finally have an answer to the problem. The money is already in the accounts. People are already starting work and we are still complaining.
Oh, we have to complain. If you don't complain, if you don't make noise, nothing will happen. Imagine it took the whole city, all of these people who drive cars and use these driveways to complain.
I was sure that KCCA people all have garages that sell spare parts. I was sure this was a scam. because the amount of
They
times
must
they're changing
have.
shock
They
absorbers.
must have. They must
I'm like,
have.
you guys, this is a deal.
Imagine, Marcus, as a foreigner, you come into Uganda. You hear the words?
The pearl of Africa.
Yeah,
Pearls
I've
are
told
smooth.
you, take them anywhere but Kampala. How many times have I told you
Pearls
this?
But
are
the thing is,
smooth.
Marcus, most of the time you land in Entebbe.
Entebbe Expressway into Northern Bypass out of town.
If I want,
it is tarmac all the way.
Yes, but the thing is, Marcus, this is the hub.
No,
the
don't come to
economic
Kampala.
hub.
Don't come to Kampala.
It's the economic hub.
I'm here on holiday as a tourist.
I want to come
Don't
to
tell me the economy.
Marcus,
No.
I
There's
want-
a Rolex everywhere out of Kampala.
I
Listen.
want to see the country. I want to see the capital.
Yes.
Capital is a small part of the country, and a very small part of it, by
No,
the
but
way.
I also want
the
to
real
see
beauty
it.
of Uganda is not in Kampala. True, false?
Which is sad.
True, false?
Which is the problem.
No, away from the roads. Ignore the roads part. The real beauty of Uganda is not in Kampala. Fact.
Yes.
So,
That
what
is
are they
the
doing in
problem.
Kampala?
Kampala.
Take them away out of Kampala
has-
until we fix our problem.
is the economic
Will we
hub.
fix our problem?
Yeah, and the problem is Kampala needs to vote wisely.
Then that will be fixed immediately.
So we wait until what? 2026?
You know what kills me, huh? Honestly speaking, yes, but Uganda is beautiful. I see I'm saying nice things. Uganda is a very beautiful country.
I'm wait for the but. Wait
but-
for the but.
There's no but. Uganda
There's going
is
to be a
one
however.
of the most, if not the most beautiful country in Africa.
But.
Unfortunately,
I was waiting for however.
unfortunately, to keep it or to make it this beautiful place, the nonsense that we have to go through, because leaders are not doing their job, is very, very sad.
Out of the cities, out of the many cities in Uganda, we have now what? Maybe 10 towns certified. They made Gulu, Mbarara, Lira. I think all of them have now
all
become
these cities.
And all the other cities. Once you enter the city, tarmac,
Yeah.
head to bottom. Sorry? All of them. The only one that has an issue is Kampala.
Okay.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how our city is doing countrywide, it's a success story except for Kampala. True.
Well, I don't spend enough time in those other cities to know.
I have traveled enough to say it quite confidently. Except for Kampala, all the others are doing well.
I don't know, Marcus. Let's agree to
So,
disagree.
do we have a success story or we don't? As a country, Kampala has failed miserably, yes. We're hopefully going to solve that problem. Hopefully, in the next 3 years. Hopefully. But all the other cities are top level stuff. All of them. Street lights, they are lit, they are channeled, there's walkways, there's bicycle ways, they are orderly.
All right. To that point that you've just made, okay? And it's a valid point, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. Having said that, recently, CNN, cable news network, one of the biggest news media outlets in the world, if not the biggest.
We know who CNN is.
CNN, there's the BBCs, there's, the rest. CNN names Uganda among the best destinations to visit in 2023. Wow.
I agree with that.
Sibaga, you see the problem?
I agree
You don't
with
listen to me. You don't listen to me. And who cares if Kampala has potholes? Majority of the country is beautiful. 90%.
They say, from the expansive shores of Lake Victoria to the snowy Rwenzori Mountains, Uganda is a beautiful wilderness playground with opportunities for adventure, including treks with the windy impenetrable in the forest, or to the craters of the Virunga volcano chain of white water rafting along Victoria Nile. Yeah! Again, my boys.
Yes, he doesn't spat on you.
Small. I was just waiting for him to move and then I start.
So, okay, the Victoria, the expanse, the wilderness.
They have
Beautiful.
They have said many things for me.
No, we're not disagreeing with you. We're saying that Kampala is a problem.
Yeah, I agree. Right?
And that is a problem because that is our capital.
Uganda has 54% of the remaining world's mountain gorilla population. And with that position, we pride ourselves as the key destination for mountain gorilla experience. Kwigamba primates, the likes of Marcus.
Did you just snort?
Yes, and he calls me a primate. He's the one snorting. But
Anyway.
yeah, I think that, Gaetano, if you really want to be pro-Uganda, Don't do it with buts.
You see,
Do it. CNN is doing it for you. They have not asked you to. They are doing it. Why? Because they came and saw for themselves.
We're not
And
disagreeing.
maybe they went through the potholes of Kampala.
true.
Maybe they
Doubtful.
did.
Maybe they didn't.
Doubtful.
Yeah, but that having said that, where they went, they still believe that we are
It's-
a must visit in 2023.
Uganda has also presented itself as the best destination for hosting international conferences, meetings, and events.
Debatable.
How so?
I think Thames and the other short Nigerian would disagree.
Yeah, some people say you're lying.
Okay, this forget to be Nevidura, but conferences, serious events, you know.
Chogam.
Chogam, World Health, those ones.
Well, it's good for them. Us guys suffer for the entire duration they're here.
Road closed and what?
Road closed, can't access here. What?
It's the cost of being a host.
Yeah. The hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, hostess with the mostest.
I
It's
guess
who we
Uganda
are.
is the hostess with the
We
most.
are. So can we drink to Uganda?
I absolutely agree.
Can we drink to the
But
pearl?
don't do it with bats, guy. Don't say bats. Leader. Just say Uganda is beautiful.
Let's drink
Guida.
to the pearl of Africa.
I mean,
Pearls are smooth. Our roads are not.
That's what she said.
So silly.
Listen, thank you so much for watching the last round here at Shishinyama Village. We're on YouTube and we're on every single week. We want to say keep it here. And remember, we want to say thank you as well to Ray City, of course, our editing team, to none other than Globe Tech, who do our shooting, and to all the crew over here that make it possible. I'm not forgetting Tusker Malt Lager.
on YouTube, it is the last round Uganda. Go there, click on that bell so that you get notifications every time. I want to welcome back our darling.
Don't
Welcome back, and we-
forget about FlexiPay star 291 hash.
Star 291 hash. Just make sure you do all your payments with FlexiPay. It's easy, cashless, and don't have to worry about withdrawal charges. Whatever, all that is done. Also, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it's the last round UG. Go follow, enjoy, and all the updates will be there. Until
And
next
welcome back again, Anne
Thank
Marie.
you. Thank you.
You are nice.
Oh,
Dearly. Dearly. Now I have
Thank
something to
you.
shut that guy up.
And you know what? For me, I'll be honest with you. For a change, I have something nice to look at. Because looking at Marcus's face on this show is worse than the potholes.
But 3K for sending charges? Surely. Tozidi na.
Mimi tugende.
Wait a little bit, please.
Angenda kuangalia waiting charge.
Chikole flawless, hakuna hustle, no stress. Whether night or day, tuli okay. Wanga tuli ku FlexiPay. Pay bills for
Don't hustle to pay the bills. Send or receive money. Chikole for less. Ne FlexiPay. Hold it.
FlexiPay.
Chikole for less with FlexiPay. Dial star 291 hash to transact or download the FlexiPay app to get started. Stanbic Bank. It can be. Stanbic Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda, and customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, up to 10 million shillings.
with the way the past few years have gone, the past, let me say, 4 years, COVID came in 2019. It was a tough time, 2020 lockdown and everything. With 2023, do you think this sums it up? Are we ready for 2023? And we just,
That is it a tiger or a leopard?
it's a tiger. One of the biggest big cats.
Yeah.
And you?
Aliens are coming.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, 10 minutes to go.
2023.
Wait. How would you ever flick your things? Mama.
What are you into? What?
Yeah, nobody has done it, and I'm okay with it.
Let's rock.